Hello, hello. Okay, so I remade my Aiden Kusland Inquisitor for another rook. So here we go. I'm just gonna do this for prosperity's sake. So pick the 21 out of 30 head for the top, 26 out of 30 for the bottom, 19 out of 30 for the other bottom, 34, 33, 33. There you go. Okay, very nice. And then put it. It's basically smack dab in the center of like the bottom here to get that. That's your head shape. Complexion, youthful 2, and whatever skin tone. Like, doesn't really matter. But I'm doing warm, number whatever, that one. Okay. Then we're going brows. 0, 0, 30, minus 25 for depth. 0, 0, minus 35 for height. 0, minus 50 for outer position of the brow. Minus 50 for depth of the brow. Just to keep the brow not looking like a Cro-Magnon. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, then we got the cheeks. We got minus 60 for depth. Okay. We got minus 20 for height of the cheeks. Minus 70 for the width of the cheeks. Plus 30 gauntness of the cheeks. Plus 20 jowls of the cheeks. Jaw 0. Height, that's for overbite for the 0. Height 10%. Width 0. Depth minus 10. Position of the jaw 10%. Width minus 10. Okay, that's the jaw. Chin 0 for chin bump. Width minus 10. Depth minus 45. Height 0. Double chin 0. Can add a double chin if you want. For him, no. Larynx is depth minus 30. Height 5%. Width minus 10. Last but not least, scalp. Flatten the top to 0. Flatten the back to 10%. 0 for flatten both sides and left sides. If you don't touch that, it makes it look a little off. And also the right side. So those are all the 3 zeros. Width minus 15. Height minus 50. Profile 0%. Overall scale minus 5%. There you go. Done. Do whatever you want for the body. Doesn't matter. But body shape I went for is big chongus. Okay? Big boy. Yeah, boy. You know, all the way height. Like, what the hell? He's huge. Shoulder width 5. I was gonna crank it up. And honestly, might even crank it. Let's see what it looks like. Honestly, let's go actually to 20 or 30. Let's make him big. He's a big boy, okay? Aiden can kick your ass, okay? He's a warrior. He's huge. So we're going shoulder width. So height, 100%. Shoulder width, 30. Chest size, 100%. He's goddamn titties. Waist width, 25%. Hip width. No, he's a skinny mini on the hips, okay? He's got a minus 100 hip. This boy ain't got no hip. But he got a nice ass. He got a 15 plus ass. Bulge size, you gotta know this man's package. He's 100% bulge. 100% bulge. Your eye shape. This is the next one that's actually really important. So we're going. Listen to this. Actually, before we do that, before we get to eye shape, yeah, eye shape. Fuck it. That's what we're doing. Eye shape 5%. Then up down is minus 15. Then we go 0 0. Then we're going depth is 65 plus. Tilt minus 70. Eyelids minus 15. And then all the next one 0 0 0. Okay, eye color, do whatever you want. I went between making his eyes red because he's a reaver to back to blue. And I think I'm just going to keep it to blue. just because he does. I don't want to make him look like an anime pixie girl. Your eyebrow shape. I went with like literally the second option. I was gonna go with other ones that just looked a little too harsh, so I just went for this one. Color, you can do whatever color. Take those eyelashes the fuck away. It just kind of shapes the eye differently when you put the eyelashes on, making the eye just like look a little off, like for him anyway. Okay, I've done eyelashes for my other character and it looked really good, but for Aiden, no eyelashes. The schnoz is an important schnoz. We're gonna go for the first schnoz in the nose shape. Okay, your depth is -40. Your height of the schnoz is 30%. The size of the schnoz is 30%. Yeah. I usually try to match these ones up. It just makes sense. No crookedness. This man, even if he's got his ass fucking beat and his face a little scratched up, he's kept that schnoz on fleet. Okay. His nose depth is -55. His height of the schnoz, of the nose bone. This is the nose bone height. 30%. Width 0%. Nose bridge 100%. Put that vertical position. Horizontal position 0%. Width 50%. Depth 0%. Nose tip, don't fucking touch the schnoz until the rotation. Rotation, you're giving it a little bit of an up. A little bit of an up rotation. Okay, you're gonna go -35. That's gonna make it go up a little bit. The nostrils, -10. The width, 10%. Depth, don't touch it, 0%. The lips, pretty much the default lip you're gonna get, I'm pretty sure, but your width is 5%. Depth 0, position 5, size 0, lip thickness 0. This man white, okay, he's got no fucking good lips. This guy sucks. He can't suck a dick for save his life. His upper lip, though, he's got a little bit of an upper lip. He's got 45% upper lip. Lower lip, 10%. Mouth quarter position, he's a smirky little son of a bitch. He's smirking. He's got a 5% mouth quarter position. He is a smirky little son of a bitch. He's a piece of shit. Aiden's evil as fuck, okay? Evil. Evil. He's evil. His ear position, I don't give a fuck. Whatever ear feels comfortable for you. My ass likes a big fucking ear, okay? So I did a 5, okay, and then size 65. Earlobe size 100%. Give that earlobe a real, actual ear. Turn that asymmetry off. Turn it the fuck off. We want a symmetrical face in my video game. Sorry. Sorry to all my IRLs that don't have a symmetrical face. I don't know if I do. Who knows? But in my video game, I just want symmetry. It just looks a bit better. Doesn't look a bit off when in cutscenes. You know what I'm saying? Depth -5, 54. Sorry, -45. Rotation -45. Height 0. Position 100% negative. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever hair you want to do, but for Aiden, I don't know. This mutton chop look with this same texture of the hair here is looking really fly. It just suits him. Okay, this is, again, he's my Inquisitor, but he's not my Inquisitor. I don't know how. He is my Warden. He has been my Warden character for forever. I had him in the Keep forever. Like, and it's so fucking shitty that the Keep doesn't fucking exist, and Aiden's whole existence doesn't exist anymore, and it really pisses me off because I spent years cultivating that, making sure every decision was literally the decision I wanted. He was evil to the core. Every decision that he did mattered to my gameplay in a way that you cannot describe. And the fact that his son doesn't exist in canon anymore with Morgan pisses me the fuck off. You have no idea how much that pisses me off. Actually ass. Anyways, we're going to scalp, okay? Sorry. I can't remember if I did scalp, but anyway, flatten top 0%, flatten back 10%, Flat both sides, left side 0, 0, flat right side 0. Minus 15% width. Minus 50% height. Profile 0. Your scale is 5%. Minus 5%, sorry. And then whatever you want for your makeup, whatever you want for your tattoos, whatever you want for your... Yeah. Anyway, he's supposed to look like Henry Cavill. I think I did a goddamn good job. I think I worked really hard. I think this looks okay. Only took me maybe an hour. It took me an hour, perhaps, to do this. And I think it looks pretty good. Anyway, I wanted to record this aspect of it to preserve those sliders, that because maybe perhaps I will like to make him into a rook, but I don't think I will. But I love Aiden, so it's hard to say. Anyway, there's Aiden. His last name's not Trevelyan. Fuck you. His last name's Kuzlin, but Trevelyan because he's technically the Inquisitor, but that's bull.
We need to move. It can't end like this.
Oh, he's perfect. Looks really good. There he is. Finalize. Yes. Continue. Now, he technically, if he existed as my Inquisitor, he would technically romance Cassandra. He would technically have romanced her. However, I love Dorian. To the core. So he romanced Dorian in this playthrough. If I had made Aiden as my actual Inquisitor and he was actually fucking the way that he was, okay, he would have given the Inquisition to the Chantry. 100% he would have. For the good of my playthrough, he did not do that. Okay? He did not. It would be interesting, though, to do this. Damn. It does make me want to do it, though. But I won't. I will not. He's gonna bow to... And again, for the good of my playthrough, just be nice. You know what I'm saying? In reality, Aiden is not a nice person. In reality, if he was the actual Inquisitor, if I actually played him as the Inquisitor, every decision he would have made would have been horrible. And he would have, pretty sure he would have kicked out, or, people would have hated him and they would have left, you know what I'm saying? But, again, for the good of the playthrough, he is a good boy, and none of these things happened. Shout out to, let me shout out the person that let me see, 1 second. We're gonna shout out. We're just gonna give you 2 seconds. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Shout out to NW Pagan on YouTube, okay? NW Pagan on YouTube. They put up a character creation of Sophia Lillis, the actor. Here I have made my NPC, no, sorry, my OC, my character, Leon. I changed their name to Leonid just to make it more elven-y. And I used Sophia Lillis' face because in my character pre-transition, when they were younger, before they started testosterone, they looked like Sophia Lillis. Obviously, when they get older, they look a lot different. This is supposed to be a really young Rook, really young, maybe 17, 18-year-old Rook or something. And I did do a female voice number 2 and made it into a low pitch.
I'm happy we're here. All of us.
I just think it sounds cute.
Hi. We'll be working together.
And yeah, shout out to NW Pagan on YouTube for this slider, because I just I didn't feel like I saw somebody had the slider of Sophia, and I said perfect. I'm just gonna take that because honestly, it's a lot of work to play around in this. But I made Leonid. I made Leonid an elf. His identity is man. Is he him? Class rogue, and he's a veil jumper. So there we go. And I'm sure. Are you sure? I'm sure, man.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him.
I'm just gonna skip this.
Our best plan is...
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Oh, he looks so cute.
It's not a demand. It's an offer. Telling me what I need to know, it's the smart play here.
How'd you figure, sweet talker?
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I need to know where she is. We were supposed to meet here, in your bar, but you let Venatori cultists drag her away.
I didn't let them. They paid me.
So answer my questions and walk away with the coin, or spend it cleaning up the place when I'm through. Your choice.
You're adorable. Dumat Plaza. That's where you'll find Nev Gallus.
He is so cute. Oh my
Thank
god,
you.
I'm dying.
You want to get yourself killed fighting the Venatori? It's your ass.
That offer's good for all of you, too. No?
If they won't listen to you, they can always listen to Bianca.
Oh, his little chuckle.
Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although for the record, you might be too charming for your own good.
See, you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
Bless you.
Anyway, so we're just gonna save the Odin save. And there we go. And then we're gonna exit the main menu and play as our main character. Shout out to your boy. So again, you go into this, switch your character. So I got Leonid, Reardon, Marcel. But obviously we're gonna be playing Marcel. Yeah. No, not Marcel, sorry. Reardon. We're obviously playing Reardon. Yeah. pretty cool. There we go. And we're going straight to the Reardon save. And we're going to get straight into it now. I was also going to share his sliders in a bit. I think I was going to do that for everybody. For prosperity. And then maybe I'll clip it. So let's do that actually. Oh, if this is the right door. It's not. Yui. It's this door over here.
Rook, when's the last time you...
I did it. Alright, so let's go into here. Let's go into here and I'll show you. So it's 28 out of 30 for the top, 26 out of 30 for the bottom left, and 16 out of 30 for the bottom right. And then I've kind of just 0% on the bottom right, 31% on bottom left, and 69% on the top 28. So right here in this key. And yeah, again, we've made Michael Fassbender as Reardon's face. I think it's done really well. And I didn't even know about the change of heads when I made him. So now that I know that, I might go in and fix Marcel some more. But yeah, that's his starting head shape. His starting preset, which I won't show here, was... Yeah, like I can't, so I'm not going to do that. But his starting preset, it doesn't... I don't know if it really matters, but it was the last male, I believe. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. But anyway, so his head shape's this, I already said. Complexion is cool and this tone, and actually gonna change the melanin to a lot lower because he's just a very white man. So we're just gonna bring it down to that. Yeah, because like that looks, you know, obviously that looks more human to have a little bit of complexion. So maybe to 70. I'll put it to 70. Maybe. No vitiligo, and he's weathered 2. Weathered 3 looks... I was gonna choose weathered 3, right? Weathered 3 looks pretty good, but weathered 2 is the way I went because I liked how it morphed the face shape. So weathered 2 is his face shape. For his complexion, maybe. And then forehead is minus 30 head width, flattened to 0, width is 0 as well, depth is up to 90, because he does have a bit of a brow. I mean, he does have a bit of like an interesting head. Brow spacing 95. You could probably drop that to 90. I think I flicked it right to where I wanted. I don't know, visually like looked a certain way I liked. That's for brow spacing. Width is 10%, height is minus 10, inner position is minus 45, outer position is minus 45, depth is 10%. Okay. Was that? Yeah. Cheeks and jaw 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So depth 0, height 0, width 0, gauntness 0. My jowls 0. So that's all 0. Because he's skinny. Okay. He has 0 overbite. The height of his jaw is at 10%, and he has no width of his jaw. Because again, he's got a very thin face. His depth is 0. His position is 0. Everything's 0. Like, A lot of his stuff is 0, so you're good, okay? So only really focus on the fact that the height of his jaw is 10%. And even that is whatever. But I was struggling with this lip and chin. That is what I was really struggling with. But you can't change that. You cannot change that at all. So when we get to chin here, I was getting pissed. So the chin bump is at 0%. The width of the chin is a wide chin, so he has a 50% width of his chin. The depth is minus 100. The height of his chin is 45%. And he has a double chin minus 5, so like kind of sucked in more. His larynx, he has a very, very pronounced larynx, so his depth is 65%. The height of it is 15%, and the width of it, and again, because he's skinny, the width of the larynx is a little, it's minus 50. The scalp, he has a taller head, okay? So let's hide the hair and like kind of see what I'm talking about. I made the skull like kind of match the height of his face. He has a very tall face, okay? But flatten the top to 0%, flatten the back to 0%, flatten both sides 0, left side 0, flatten right side 0. The width is minus 20. The height of it is high. As I said, he has a very long face, so I meant 75% height. And then profile 0, the scale is 0. And that's his scalp. Okay. And undergarments, I went to this one. Body shape. He's skinny, but I gave him a little bit of definition. So he's 0.06, comma 0.89 on the triangle scale here. His body proportions is he's tall, so 100%. He does have a wider. He has a what I call a triangle shaped body, so like a bigger shoulders to a smaller waist. Okay, so 100% height, 45% shoulder width, chest size 55%. Probably shrink that down. I just thought it looked a little bit more natural to have a little bit of more of a chest. Even the shoulder width could be. It could be a little bit bumped up or whatever. The waist width is minus 18. The hip width is minus 20. Glute size 20%. And the ball size 100%. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know about Michael Fassbender. Skin tone we already talked about. The eye shape, okay? So spacing of the eyes is at minus 50. Up down scaling is 25%, and then left up and right up is 0% both. Depth is 100%, tilt is 0%. Vertical distance, I did originally have the vertical distance a little bit differently, and I noticed in game it started really bugging me how big his eyes looked and how kind of cartoony he looked. He still looks a little cartoony, and that's fine because a lot of the art style is cartoony. So I shrank his vertical distance to make his eyes look a little appear to be smaller. So, but you can't actually change. You can't change the eye. I don't understand, but it's fine. It's okay. But because we did it this way, we just went minus 60, and then left and right are 0%. But I made him have hooded eyes, okay? Because he does have a more of a pronounced brow, and I just wanted it to look a bit different. So I gave him a 50% hooded eye. And it does make the eye look a bit better. You know what I'm saying? His eye color, give you whatever you want. I made it custom blue-green. So it's mostly, I think I just grabbed the blue-green. I just made it a little bit more green in one section. But you could do whatever you want with that, because that's whatever. His eyebrow shape is 19 on here. You can again do whatever color eyebrow you want. Obviously, Michael Fassbender has kind of a ginger undertone of a brown, so I kind of did like kind of straight up ginger hair and like brown eyebrows, and he's got a little bit of ginger in his beard. But technically, Michael Fassbender has a little bit of a darker. It's not as ginger for hair, but I wanted to make it be more ginger. I just wanted to. Now, This is at 4, but I just learned that you can take that completely off. And I don't know. I kind of like his eyelashes. I do like his eyelashes, but they're really small. They're at 4, but you could take them off if you want. Because I didn't know you could take them off, and now I know. But I think I like the 4. I think it's cute that he has eyelashes. It just looks... I mean, obviously humans have eyelashes. You know what I mean? We all have eyelashes. We have eyelashes for a reason. So when I was first making Reardon, okay, the first thing I did before I touched anything else of the face was the nose. Michael Fassbender has such a specific nose, and it was, I mean, I'm not kidding. I think an hour of me and the character creator with him, or like, I think I only did an hour. I can't remember how long it took me to do it, but a majority of that time was nose shape. I mean, I am not kidding. It took me so long to get this nose, and it's still not perfect, but it's as good as you're gonna get, is what I'm trying to say. So you choose the third nose shape, okay? The depth is at -75. The height is 55%. The size is at 70. The crookedness is at 0. Depth of the nose bone is 25%. Height of the nose bone is 100. The width is -30. Nose bridge, vertical position 100%. Horizontal position is 0. Width -5. Depth -40. Nose tip depth is -10. Up down is 30%. Left right 0%. Width is -5. Rotation is turned down at 10%. Remember, when you're rotating the nose, when you go negative, it's going up, and when you go up, it's going down. It's kind of confusing, but it's 10% rotation downward slope. Nostrils -10, width 15%, depth 15%. Perfect nose. Literally the whole point of his face. His mouth was the second thing I did. Not kidding. Second thing I did was his mouth. I didn't touch anything else on the face. I literally did the head shape, and then I did schnoz, mouth, and then I did everything else. Width is 45%, depth is 30%, position is -15%, size is 40%, lip thickness is -65. Upper lip is -50. He has very thin lips. Lower lip size is -10%. Mouth quarter position, he is frowning a little bit, so he's -75. And he has big ears. Big ears. I did notice that I did realize that asymmetry was on, so I'm kind of like, what the hell? I've now turned that off because that's stupid. I didn't realize that, so I turned that off. It looks a lot better. Anyway, his the last ear shape in the thing is 9. Okay. His ear size is at 80%. Very big ears. I was gonna make them a little bit bigger, but you know, his earlobe size is 100% down because, like, this just looks normal. No cauliflower ear because he's not getting punched in the head. Sorry, so he's not getting a cauliflower ear. His depth of his ear is -45. The rotation is -10. The height of the ear is -100. The position of the ear is -100. Just because it's in line with the actual eyebrow when you do that. So the hair, you can do whatever you want, okay? But I have such a specific vision of my character, so I chose the number 23 here, and it's so cute. It, like, look at the physics. It's like really cute looking, looks really nice. I was going to use like this hair for a while, that I didn't really like how it looked on the scalp. Okay, just looked a bit weird, and like he's had long hair in my canon, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something like this. But then it didn't look as good, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll do this one. And it still didn't look what I wanted to look like, you know. And I think this was the next one I was thinking of, and I was like, no, it's too clean cut. And I was getting a little frustrated because I was like, what should I do? I was like, this one, I was like, well, it's like he's got long hair, but it's in a bun. I said, nah, just because like the widow's peak of it doesn't look it doesn't look like his hair. And I was getting so mad. I was like, okay, I'll settle with this. And I said, I still don't like that. It's horrible. Then suddenly I'm flicking, and I'm like, this one. I had this one for majority of what I was doing when I was building him. And then I just said, wait, what about this one? And I said, oh my god, that just looks so much better. That looks more like his hair texture in real life, and just looks a bit like, this is cute, but he doesn't have like that like straight to this. I don't know, it just doesn't look good. This one looks better, especially because you can kind of see the shape of the hairline, and that's more of his hairline in real life, right? So I like that better, so I chose that. But you can do whatever you want to do, you know? No makeup. And then I gave him one little tiny lip scar, and that's it. So, there you go. There you go. So that's him. And it does suck that I can't fix my Aiden Kusland, or my Inquisitor. I'm actually like a little bit pissed off. A little bit sad about it. So, but yeah, that's him. That's him. There you go. And there you go. So that's it. That's, if you want a Michael Fassbender character, you can 100% get a nice, and he looks really good. Like, he looks great in my personal opinion. Like, I think he looks fantastic. I think I did a really good job. So here we go. I think we're gonna talk to people. Wait a minute. No idea. So sure. Wait, my friend's like texting me.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
My friend just like gave me an ominous warning about like a later decision. Wait. Miss Bam's out here. Miss Bam, where are you?
A sharp eye,
Oh,
a quick
Miss Bam.
mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us?
I'm glad to see you making friends, Bellara.
Oh, definitely. Nev, she's been just so kind.
It turns out Bellara knows my work. Or at least the parts that make the papers.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to...
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest. But that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
Oh, good. It's not just me.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. And Tivin, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Oh.
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
You have no idea.
It's good with the right cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you. You should have an assistant, someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Nev Gallus, helping
Why are
me
they
cook?
so cute? This is the cutest
Again,
conversation.
Flattery.
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Oh my god, they're so cute right now. Oh my god, we're making cheese bread. Obviously, fuel source for the stove oven uses wood, which makes sense, but how does the stove work? Fate traces of magic when we cook. Veilfire? How would that even work? Theory, stove is drawing from the amulet magical energy and converting it into heat. Is this a constant process? What happens to the access? Magic? Find out resources? Can we ever actually run out of it? Fate is incalculably vast, but it has to have an edge, right? Ask Nev to try some meal cooked on stove. Magic. And on my portable camp stove. Wood. Blind taste test suggests no difference in flavor. Surprising. Oh my god. This is so cute. That's the cutest shit I've ever... I like walked in on the cutest thing. That was like so fun. I absolutely love that. I'm like smiling ear to ear. Like I don't understand. That was like adorable.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
Cute. Oh yeah, she didn't have anything to say, that's why. Status for... we talked to Dev. Actually, Dev might be actually back in her position here. Okay, she does have to.
Don't have anything for you.
Or did she miss me? Runs away. Travel to Tract West. I'm too lazy to go through the... Alright, we're having a nice little hangout.
You ever talk to Jacobus?
What?
Nothing. You're just so serious.
So are you.
Cynical, sure. Married to the job, I'll give you that one too, but serious? Have I crossed that line? Well, what now? Do I brood to the middle distance? Speak in solemn tones?
All right, all right. I take it back.
Okay.
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
Oh my god.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The Demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a...
This is so cute. Okay, one second. Before we continue, is there anything for my characters that... Okay, Nev has something... Oh, Nev has some skills. Okay, so we are deciding to... Disability, so... Companion, yeah, we want to do that. That's what we wanted to do. And then we're going to start doing... Coal front is what we're trying to do. She basically has the same... See, I think this is good. And then we're going to do that and then this. Sounds good.
Miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
Oh god, cute.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Welcome. Your body is a sacred vessel, and I can
Fish.
with the proper building materials.
Okay.
Preparing for battle?
Potted plants.
Hello again. Would you like to see what we have?
Everything has provenance.
Everything here has been charged under moonlight.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Oh my god, why are we so cute? The way I just got him something. Okay, now we have to go this way. Oh my gosh.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them. Mark my words. Treviso will come back even stronger from this.
Drink.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome. Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee? You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart. Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Bitter and sweet like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on. No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk. So, you have something? The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it. Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin. You have better information? We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva. Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood. Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here. Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid. I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too. If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
Very cute.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
First kisses? It's been a while. I might need a refresher.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing?
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
And when I proved I could carry it, the expectations only grew.
It can't have been easy, but it's forged a man of strength and principle. That's no bad thing.
Not when I hear that from you. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
That was so fucking cute. That was so cute. Oh my god, I love him. Cries. That's gonna open up later on. We don't really need to be doing that right now with that. Let's track this. Is there any things on here? Or was that? Oh, we didn't open these. I'm just checking. Okay, I don't think I've ever opened that one, but let's check. Fast travel this. Before we leave, let's see about...
How is he?
It is... We worry about Jacobus. His future seems so dark.
There's comfort to be found in the dark.
It could be hard to find without someone to guide you.
Then we must ensure there are crows alive to guide him.
Oh shit, I almost leveled up.
Always eager for your business.
Let's rank up here. We could almost rank that up again. But we're not gonna do that. Let's sell all our valuables here. Get that up a little bit.
I'm always open.
Pretty good, pretty good. Oh my god, please. Jump. That is so weird. Weird glitch here. Struggling. Hey? Huh. Okay, well. We might have to go to the world map. And just do it this way.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
What?
Asher?
Sorry.
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
I know Darkspawn. I'll help. No time to waste. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Doge.
Raining again.
I once heard that's because all the magic that keeps the Archon's palace floating messes with the palace.
Typical, huh?
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
I don't want...
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
Welcome to the shop. I'm
Yeah, we're not,
Come back soon. We'll have more.
discretion. Don't touch, unless you're buying.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Nicely done, Rook! There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Ah, yes. There's definitely blight down here. Don't like the sound of that. That did it. We can get through now.
I got blight on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats, so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agencies, they're down here with us.
Gun is
Get
at
them.
range. Watch it.
Don't let them run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
I like the forfeit!
Nice shot, Lucanus.
The Darkspawn will not stop until we get rid of the blight pools.
Now it's your turn.
No good. There must be another one.
Obey and stop dying!
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. And I don't like it. Darkspawn usually hate all life. At least that seems to be the last of them.
Alright. Skills. We're gonna go level up here. We are going Death Frost, this up? Yeah, okay. This up in there. Yeah, okay.
You sure?
Wouldn't be a warden if I wasn't.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Alright, looks like my friend's gonna call me.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Darkspawn or Venatori makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
One day you'll move.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
Have a look at my merchandise.
So, the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we're close. More Venatori. Guards, probably.
I've got the setup, you do the rest.
Be ready.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close. That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Right. Here's our way in.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up. They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
They're controlling Darkspawn.
Hey, Rook! Nice shot! Not in my city. They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it. Clear out. My job's done.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
This explains the darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control darkspawn.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
We can handle anything the Venatori throw at us.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
I'm hoping you're here to help, because we need it.
Rook's been working with us. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
They're telling us to watch out for Darkspawn.
Will we get any help from the Grey Wardens?
I imagine the Grey Wardens have their hands full elsewhere.
That Venatori stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to.
That warehouse the Venatori were in.
Hello.
You know the antiquarian? His urchins come here for treasure. Pays well. You want your own treasure?
The number of wisps that find you in the lighthouse is unnerving. Spite agrees.
The three of us on the same page. Well, isn't that something?
If by something, you mean also unnerving.
Ready if you are.
We need to close in.
Nice shot, Lucanus. Got us at range.
Venatori cult. What are their plans for
I finished out the list.
Good work.
Candlehawk conspiracy. Messages to no one.
Dogtown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
The nightlife was always more Hilario's thing. He said I should get out more. Fulfilling crow contracts didn't count.
Mona's Pell dance act astounds audience.
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal.
Look around and you'll find something. We've got, I don't know, something you might need? Please come again, I guess.
Cloth and leather, with all the fine touches. It's well made. You have my word. How many of your cases trace back to the Venatori?
Too many, if you're hoping the cult's not a problem. Not enough if you want to blame them for every hurt the city suffers.
Of course.
If you If you want a less complicated answer, you won't find it in Minrathous, or anywhere else.
Rumored resistance group affront. Aspirations of hostile takeover.
Did the Magisterium explain why the Archon's palace rained fire on us?
Who's back?
How?
You getting into trouble?
Always.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
Sure, I disobeyed orders. I acted on my own choices without authority. I admit it. But I took an oath to defend people from the Blight. I uphold that oath any way I can.
Your report, Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solus from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solus?
No, sir. Solus opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god, Fen Harel, the Dreadwolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods Elganan and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the blight worse. The Metas Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
You have blackmail material on the leader of the Grey Wardens just lying around?
Of course not. Where would I obtain something like that?
Oh, you were bluffing. That's actually scarier.
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani, of the Shadow Dragons.
The very same.
So now what? The first warden tried to have me locked up. I need the wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than warden. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Dumart's breath. I wasn't expecting to see a resurgence of the Venatori. Venatori, shadow dragons, all they do is make things complicated for the rest of us.
At least the shadow dragons are good.
Don't believe it. Both ideologies are just excuses for brawling in the streets.
Minrathos has gone to the dogs. The apple.
There! Take it to them!
Here we go.
You and me, let's go! We're dropping fast!
A clean strike! You're an independent? There's no detectives guild in Minrathos?
They're called city guards, usually, and they're useless.
There must be other detectives in the city, though. The weight of Minrathis does not sit solely on you.
Depends on which day of the week you're asking.
I'm almost getting used to this city again, but it still needs fewer Venatori.
Don't touch the treasure.
Why does everyone call him the Viper?
I heard about the warehouse. Darkspawn, huh? Those damned Venatori. Till next time.
A candle hop. They carry messages through the city.
You had me followed. Inquired about me.
I needed to be sure. The Knight Commander.
Lanos is playing for the other side, so Tarquin's probably dirty too. After all the shit we've been through, I thought I'd earned some trust.
I did it to protect the Shadow Dragons and the cause.
Yeah. You protected them. Happy now?
Without a guild, who negotiates your contracts?
I do.
How do you keep track of the going rates for detectives all over Minrathos?
I don't.
Mierda. I should introduce you to my negotiator.
Onward, dweller.
Now you see, Dweller, the gods hunger to reclaim this place. Their minions scavenge what the wolf left behind. They turn his regrets to weapons and blight all they touch. If the Evanuras take the crossroads, darkness will fall.
Nothing worse than unwelcome house guests. Consider them evicted.
You are not like the wolf.
No, I'm not.
A revenant is destroyed. Others remain. Fight on, Dweller. The blight must wither.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have. Plenty, ever since it hurt Harding.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the deep roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
How are you holding up, Rook? I'm here if you need me.
Look at all those green leaves. You've really brought this place to life.
Amazing what a little weeding and water can do. They're growing so fast, too. Even the ones I haven't tended. Maybe they just needed someone to remind them?
Oh, hey, Rook.
The fires are lit.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
That's awful.
It was against the Magister. I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done. Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper, too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die.
What?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your cereal, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
Trouble at the gates, as always.
Thank you for handling it.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're such a dear. I hope these two are paying attention.
Thea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous? Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Hilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you. I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next. And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Caterina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
She was a smart lady.
She was the best. Of all the Talons, Caterina was the sharpest.
Which makes it even harder to believe this could happen. Nobody could catch her unaware. And now Hilario's got his head in the clouds.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Fighting back suits you. Your tone has much improved since we last argued.
Excuse me.
Stock up. Come back soon.
Are there many crows like Jacobus?
We have many fledglings, but he is something of a prodigy. They tend to do very well, or very badly.
Not all things end with clarity, as you and I both know.
Fine. Endings are fuzzy. Starts are shocking. Middles are worth lingering.
After Corypheus was defeated.
A candle hop. They carry messages through the city.
Get the new supplies, will ya?
Of course.
Don't touch the treasure.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret, too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The Alluvia makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too. All right, let's go.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
The best word in Docktown, right here.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished.
More than
The
one
Shadows
person.
brought me in
You
after
read it
that.
here first.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's...
Another rebellion? Here's
But
what
you
we
like
know.
us, right?
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's
What
around.
happened in Marnus Pell? First-hand account.
What about this one? You've got a good eye. I was starting to think my good... Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is there something you're buying, my friend?
Rook, no. But I've got a Treviso Manor in need of tenants if you're willing to pay up front.
You know, I've made that one work. Can't go back to Voldorma, though. What about you, Nev?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything...
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate? Personally?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
That doesn't get... complicated?
What isn't?
I've heard some people have their shit together.
They don't. Some just keep it hidden. And others make the papers. Let's go. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
Sounds simple enough.
That's the trick, isn't it?
the best cereal in Minrathous. The latest chapter is here.
We'll take one.
One of Belle's cereals. Great. You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
Please come again, I guess.
You're an interesting customer.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Paper, thanks.
The real news in Dogtown.
I think we've got enough.
Get it here.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
Doing all right?
Huh? Yeah. I'm good.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here, it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
I'm the same way. Taking jobs that go wrong. I'm basically a walking disaster.
So you're saying I'm a disaster?
I'm saying you're not alone.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day, getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
There's got to be something good to count on. Oh.
What?
How about this? When the job's done, the fish is on me.
You want me to bet on surviving this mess?
I want you to bet on a free fish dinner.
Tempting.
Demons.
Nice shot, Lucanus. And Rook takes that.
Souls alone as the light left. I was there, less alone.
It's a spirit of compassion.
My own name. But what of theirs? 3 I've found, felled by demon claws, murdered. A connection I cannot see. I have impressions. But if I learn more, answers might unfold. This one. Green against grey stone. Rain, nourish. How she watched it bloom. Find who she was.
We've got a trail. We just need to follow it.
Hortensia. She was a guard.
Green against grey. In debt, desperate.
The gods reveal them!
We're not alone. Oh, look at that.
Your lives for theirs!
Got us at a distance. Got things ready.
Live, you fools!
Beautiful work, Nev. Still in one piece.
the deeper currents.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
Even Spite felt. The chill. I did not know he could.
Darkspawn. Let's clear them out.
Stay in cover.
Good job.
Well executed.
If the Darkspawn are here, the blight on this island must be running wild.
Then we'll just have to deal with it.
There's another one of those strange gates.
The Demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and this. Let's go get him!
Hardly. That was terrifying.
Anyway, where was I?
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close. See that? Bad guys.
Good one, Rook.
Everyone all right?
Trouble ahead.
Here we go!
Don't just stand there!
Another of those Fen-Harel altars.
Nice one, Lucanus.
Get clear!
That's a win.
Ugh. Every time we destroy a blight growth, I feel like I need a bath.
Not a pleasant sight. Thea told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends. No matter how scared I am.
Good. Keep your bow close. They're close.
Let's go! Look at those crystals. Why does it feel so familiar? It's like part of me has been here before. That is way...
These roots may be unbound, Dweller. Seek out what holds it closed.
Buildings in the Fade.
And another Fen'Harel altar. That Fey tear is spewing blight. This is how the gods are sending the blight through the veil. Probably weakening it too.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it!
Antoine, Evka, it's been a while.
Yes, and Harding, it's good to see you again.
I hear you've been causing problems.
Solus, the ritual. Ever since I left, it's all gone wrong.
Then we'll fix it.
Or die trying?
That's the deal. What happened?
It's the elven gods. They're real, and they're changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. You must have heard of Demeter's Crossing. The Blight there was unlike anything I've seen, and it hit too fast. Whatever comes next, it's bad.
A change? Manipulation could explain it. We've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves, and... it's altered. I can feel it.
Then you believe me?
You're a lot of things, Rook, and a good warden's one of them. You wouldn't lie about this.
I'd lie about a lot of other things, but thanks. You're the best.
You've got our help. No need to suck up.
I'll take the compliment.
So what now?
If the Blight's changed, we need our order. The first warden likes us more than you, but that's not saying much.
If he thinks what happened to that village was an aberration, a further hunch from Evka and myself won't win him over.
We need more proof.
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission, not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
3 wardens. It's more than we had yesterday.
The best 3 for chasing the unusual. And soon 4 if you find Davrin.
Let's make it happen. We'll see you soon.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Hassan!
Easy, boy.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
Easy. I'm a warden too. We found Blight on the tent. You've had company.
Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Another warden couldn't hurt. Try to keep up.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.
Since when do we have a griffin? Aren't they extinct?
Been keeping it quiet, even from other wardens. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
That kinda sounded like a no.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own. He spotted something.
Darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention.
Hassan, hit that!
That's impressive. You teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them. Hold up. Let's get in there.
I hate fighting Darkspawn. Something in me just recoils from them.
That's why it's a job for professionals. Remy, where are you?
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Asan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them. Asan, on me! No time for hide and seek, Asan. This is real.
Asan? Is that Elvin?
It's Elven for arrow. Hope he grows into it.
Hello. We're finally meeting Davrin. After this quest, I'm gonna be done playing for a bit because sitting in a chair for this long is not the vibe.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloomhowler. It's going after the other griffins.
There are other griffins?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this. Good job!
Watch out, Rook! Darkspawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here. Hassan can help with the fight.
Watch out! One more to go! Big one!
I see it!
What was that?
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there. The elevator's behind that blight. Let's get through it. Never seen Darkspawn this bold. Not unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
Explain the weird things I'm hearing. But the first warden hasn't said anything.
He doesn't want to listen.
He's a stubborn one.
Why does the Gloomhowler want the griffins?
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of darkspawn? These griffins are a secret.
Alright guys, I feel like I'm gonna have to take a break and stop playing today. It's been a long playthrough already, so playing for 11 hours already? That's crazy. 12, 15? Wow. Alright, so we're just gonna exit the game, and thank you so much for watching.